Mercury, the swiftest moving planet in astrology, enters the earthy and stable sign of Taurus on May 23, 2025, and will remain here until June 6, 2025. During this time, Mercury will form a conjunction with the Sun, creating a Buddha Adithya Yoga, which strengthens intellectual pursuits, communication abilities, and decision-making skills. It is essential to note that these interpretations are based on Sidereal or Vedic Astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference with the tropical zodiac. As Mercury is a neutral planet, its effects are highly influenced by the dignity of the sign it transits and the planets it conjoins or aspects. In Taurus, Mercury enters a friendly sign. Taurus is ruled by Venus, a planet that shares a friendly relationship with Mercury, making this a period of pragmatic thinking, grounded communication, and practical business decisions. Taurus is an earth sign known for stability, material pursuits, beauty, and a sensual connection with life. When Mercury moves through Taurus, the intellect slows down from its usual quick and restless pace and adopts a more methodical and thoughtful tone. People are more likely to focus on tangible outcomes rather than idealistic or theoretical discussions. Communication becomes more deliberate, often revolving around finances, material security, food, luxury, comfort, and relationships. As Mercury also governs skills and business acumen, this is an excellent period to work on financial planning, investments, budgeting, and acquiring practical skills that provide stability in life. At the same time, Sun is also transiting Taurus, forming a conjunction with Mercury. While this creates the auspicious Buddha Adithya Yoga, it may also cause combustion of Mercury, as Mercury gets too close to the Sun, potentially bringing moments of ego clashes in communication or misunderstandings due to overconfidence. The intellect may become prideful, and people might overestimate their understanding of certain matters. So while Buddha Adithya Yoga enhances intelligence and learning, it's important to remain humble and grounded when expressing opinions during this time. Looking at the astrological backdrop, there are several key planetary influences that affect this Mercury transit. Saturn, currently transiting Pisces, aspects the sign of Taurus with its third aspect. Saturn's influence brings seriousness and responsibility to the way Mercury operates. Thoughts and decisions during this time may lean toward long-term planning and disciplined execution. Saturn's slow and contemplative energy may also make people overly cautious or anxious about taking action. Venus, the ruler of Taurus, is exalted in Pisces during the start of this transit and joins Saturn in conjunction in Pisces. This indicates that the energy of Venus is strong, refined, and artistic, which supports Mercury's activities in Taurus by bringing grace, aesthetics, diplomacy, and creative articulation into communication. On May 31st, Venus moves into Aries, where it becomes more impulsive and assertive. This shift may slightly destabilize the otherwise calm and refined Mercury and Taurus energy during the latter part of the transit. You may notice conversations becoming more direct, emotionally charged, or driven by personal desire rather than collective harmony. Jupiter is transiting Gemini, the next sign after Taurus. Since Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Jupiter represents wisdom and expansion, this indicates a kind of mutual energetic connection. Mercury in Taurus may receive a subtle boost of curiosity and philosophical depth from Jupiter's influence. There can be a greater interest in practical knowledge, ethical financial dealings, and communication that carries meaning and integrity. Because Jupiter has just entered Gemini, it is in transition and adjusting to a sign where its expansive nature is somewhat challenged by the fast-paced and dualistic nature of Gemini. Hence, advice and knowledge shared during this time must be taken with a filter of practicality and critical thinking. Mars is transiting its debilitation sign Cancer, making emotional energy unstable and reactive. While Mercury in Taurus prefers calm and methodical conversation, Mars in Cancer can create internal emotional turbulence, which may affect people's communication style. You may notice moments of passive-aggressive behavior or emotional outbursts if internal tensions are not properly addressed. Since Mercury governs how we speak and Mars affects our action and willpower, a disharmony here could result in communicating in emotionally charged or defensive ways, especially in personal relationships. The Rahu-Ketu axis, currently in Aquarius and Leo respectively, does not directly impact Taurus, but Rahu in Aquarius, ruled by Saturn, does influence the broader intellectual and technological climate. Mercury's transit through Taurus, a sign focused on material resources, may bring conversations that try to reconcile technological innovation with financial practicality. Topics related to AI, finance, social media monetization, and career transitions into digital platforms may gain traction during this time. On a deeper level, Mercury's transit through Taurus also represents a time of mental grounding. While Mercury naturally prefers fast learning and diverse interests, Taurus demands patience, depth, and sustainability. This is a time when you can take abstract ideas and give them a form, be it in terms of a business plan, a financial structure, or even artistic output. Writers, designers, consultants, and traders can especially benefit from this transit by using this time to build solid foundations and present their ideas in more marketable, user-friendly formats. It's also worth remembering that Mercury's transits are short, typically lasting about a short period, and often don't lead to life-altering events unless Mercury is retrograde or you're running Mercury's dasha periods. Still, even during this brief period, Mercury sets the stage for important conversations, new ideas, and subtle shifts in how we think and interact. It's crucial to recognize Mercury symbolizes communication influenced by surroundings, mirroring how conversations reflect one's company. In essence, Mercury's transit triggers curiosity regarding matters related to the sign and house it traverses, prompting information gathering and sharing, aligning with Mercury's fundamental nature to communicate and exchange knowledge. To assess the impact of this transit, it's crucial to consider your ascendant and moon signs. The ascendant sign provides insights into the timing of life events, while the moon sign reveals how you'll emotionally respond to these changes. Consider the position of your current Mahadasha Lord in your birth chart, as it can shed light on how these transits will influence the recurring themes of your current dasha period. A more precise understanding of the impact of this transit can be gained by examining Mercury's Ashtaka score in Taurus. Keep in mind that the effects of this transit will differ from person to person, contingent on Mercury's interaction with the planets in their individual birth charts, or its transit through the zodiac. It's also worth noting that individuals currently experiencing the influence of Mercury dasha may feel the effects of this transit more intensely. It's important to remember that the effects of this transit will vary for each person. To understand how this transit may affect you based on your zodiac sign and the houses it transits, let's delve into those specifics. For Aries, Mercury's transit in Taurus brings a dynamic influence, activating the second house of family, finance, speech, and values. As Mercury governs your third house of efforts, siblings, and communication, and your sixth house of debts, disease, and competition, this period connects themes of effort, competition, and problem-solving with financial stability and family relationships. This blend of energies provides a mix of opportunities and challenges that require clarity in communication and practical decision-making. The second house represents your wealth, family ties, speech, and self-worth. Mercury's transit here emphasizes a focus on these areas. You may feel a strong urge to evaluate your financial status and take steps to enhance your resources. Whether you're in a business, job, or entrepreneurial endeavor, the efforts you put in during this time are likely to center on increasing your income and savings. The influence of Mercury's rulership over the third house suggests that your ability to communicate effectively and use your skills in writing, teaching, or marketing will play a significant role in these endeavors. This transit highlights a need to be cautious in financial dealings. Although there is potential for monetary gains, impulsive decisions or unclear communication may lead to setbacks. For example, those engaged in business may face stiff competition, especially in pricing and negotiations. As the sixth house is also involved, financial responsibilities such as loans, debts, or medical expenses may come into focus. This is also a favorable time to recover dues or resolve lingering financial disputes, as Mercury's placement supports logical problem-solving and efficient communication. Family dynamics during this period may be influenced by discussions about joint finances or property matters. Mercury's presence in the second house encourages open dialogue about family values and future plans, but the potential for misunderstandings exists, particularly if speech becomes harsh or overly critical. It is essential to maintain clarity and empathy in your communication to avoid conflicts with siblings or extended family members. Saturn's aspect on Taurus adds a layer of seriousness and responsibility, which, while stabilizing, may also create delays or heighten expectations in family matters. For those involved in careers requiring communication skills, such as teaching, counseling, or marketing, this transit offers a chance to shine. Your speech will likely become more persuasive and impactful, allowing you to attract clients, secure promotions, or gain recognition for your expertise. If you are a motivational speaker, spiritual guide, or business coach, this period can enhance your ability to connect with your audience and expand your professional influence. Mercury's presence in the second house, combined with Venus's exaltation in Pisces for most of this transit, lends an aesthetic and charming quality to your words, making you more appealing to others. From a health perspective, Mercury's rulership of the sixth house suggests improvements in managing health issues, especially if you focus on dietary changes. The second house's connection to food habits may inspire you to adopt healthier eating practices. If you work in the healthcare or service industry, this transit can bring financial rewards and opportunities to build stronger professional relationships. Any unresolved health concerns may find solutions during this time, thanks to Mercury's analytical and detail-oriented nature. Mars, the lord of your sign, is transiting Cancer, creating a backdrop of emotional turbulence in your domestic life. This makes Mercury's influence in Taurus even more significant, as clear communication will be the key to resolving misunderstandings and maintaining harmony at home. Emotional patience, coupled with logical problem-solving, will help navigate family and financial matters effectively. The larger planetary context adds depth to Mercury's transit. Jupiter's current placement in Gemini, your third house, which Mercury rules. This alignment encourages you to expand your knowledge and communication skills, perhaps through learning new techniques or engaging in creative pursuits. Saturn's transit in Pisces forms a third aspect on Taurus, emphasizing disciplined and deliberate action. While this may slow down some of Mercury's quick-paced tendencies, it ensures that decisions made during this time are well thought out and sustainable. Rahu's position in Aquarius and Ketu's in Leo bring additional layers of complexity. Rahu's influence on your 11th house of gains and networks highlights opportunities for financial growth through innovative or unconventional means. Ketu's presence in the 5th house may create challenges in personal relationships or creative ventures, requiring you to find a balance between practical and emotional needs. Mercury's transit in Taurus serves as a grounding force, helping you channel these influences into constructive outcomes. The dispositor of Mercury during this transit is Venus, which remains exalted in Pisces until May 31st. This exaltation strengthens Mercury's influence in Taurus, enhancing your ability to communicate with charm and diplomacy. Venus's conjunction with Saturn in Pisces may bring delays or a sense of responsibility in financial and relationship matters. After Venus moves into Aries on May 31st, it enters your first house, adding magnetism to your personality and reinforcing the positive effects of Mercury's transit on your speech and self-expression. If you are running Mercury's dasha periods, the effects of this transit will be particularly pronounced. You may experience heightened mental activity, a stronger urge to resolve financial or familial issues, and increased opportunities for skill development. This period is also ideal for short-term financial planning, skill building, or initiating projects that require analytical thinking and effective communication. Overall, Mercury's transit through Taurus brings a period of focus on financial stability, family relationships, and self-expression for Aries individuals. While challenges related to competition, debts, or family conflicts may arise, the combination of Mercury's intellectual abilities, Saturn's stabilizing influence, and Venus's charm provides the tools needed to navigate these issues successfully. By maintaining clear and empathetic communication, leveraging your skills, and making thoughtful financial decisions, you can maximize the benefits of this transit and lay the groundwork for long-term stability and growth. For Taurus, when Mercury transits through your first house, it marks an important period as Mercury is the lord of their 2nd and 5th houses. This dual rulership ties themes of wealth, speech, family, values, intellect, education, children, creativity, and speculative investments together. Mercury's journey through Taurus is a time of heightened focus on self-improvement, communication, and personal growth. The transit is further influenced by the conjunction with the Sun, the aspect of Saturn from Pisces, and Venus's presence in exaltation for the initial phase, followed by its shift to Aries. This transit brings a powerful spotlight on the self, as Mercury in the first house naturally makes you more curious about your personality and life path. Taurus, an earthy and Venus-ruled sign, provides a stable and sensual environment for Mercury, which enhances its grounded and practical expression. During this period, you may find yourself reevaluating your personal goals, seeking to refine your self-image, and communicating your ideas with greater clarity and conviction. This is a time for self-reflection, where your thoughts and words align with your aspirations for personal growth and development. The involvement of the 2nd house by Mercury's rulership emphasizes wealth management, speech, and family dynamics. You are likely to experience increased financial stability, with good earnings and benefits from past investments. The desire to save and invest strategically will grow stronger, and this period may bring financial gains, especially from ventures tied to communication, commerce, or speculative investments. While material rewards are indicated, this transit also focuses on improving your financial acumen and aligning your spending habits with your values. The 2nd house's influence on speech and communication means your words will carry more weight, and you may find yourself sharing insights or offering advice to others in a manner that reflects maturity and wisdom. Professionally, this transit brings mixed results. While domestic opportunities might not meet expectations, ventures involving foreign markets or global audiences could prove highly lucrative. For individuals in business, particularly those involved in family enterprises, this period can lead to significant profits and enhanced status within the community. Mercury's directional strength in the first house amplifies your self-confidence and communication skills, making this an excellent time for professions that require speaking, writing, or negotiating. Social media influencers, bloggers, and educators may witness a surge in popularity and income as their content resonates with a wider audience. On the personal front, relationships thrive under this transit. The harmonious energy of Mercury in Taurus fosters better understanding and communication with loved ones. Whether it is your partner, children, or extended family, this period will bring warmth, connection, and mutual support. If you are married, your spouse will likely play a pivotal role in your emotional and financial well-being. Romantic relationships may also flourish, with new romances sparking for some and existing bonds strengthening through quality time and shared experiences. For those with children, this transit enhances your role as a guide and mentor, with opportunities to support their growth and celebrate their achievements. Mercury's rulership over the fifth house brings a surge of intellectual curiosity and creativity. Your mind will be active and focused on finding innovative ways to enhance your personal and professional life. This is an excellent time to revisit studies, take up a new hobby, or explore speculative ventures like the stock market. Caution is advised due to Saturn's aspect from Pisces, which introduces a sobering influence. Saturn's energy requires discipline and long-term vision, urging you to approach investments and creative projects with careful planning and persistence. While the gains may not be immediate, the groundwork laid during this transit will yield fruitful results in the future. The conjunction of Mercury and the Sun in Taurus, known as Buddha Diffir Yoga, adds a layer of brilliance to this transit. This combination enhances intellect, analytical skills, and public recognition, particularly in fields that require strategic thinking and effective communication. The fiery nature of the Sun can sometimes clash with Mercury's delicate adaptability, leading to moments of mental restlessness or ego-driven interactions. To harness the positive aspects of this conjunction, it is essential to remain mindful of your tone and avoid impulsive decisions or statements that may create misunderstandings. Saturn's aspect on Mercury from Pisces introduces an element of restraint and responsibility. While this influence may slow down the immediate outcomes of Mercury's enthusiastic energy, it ensures that your efforts are directed towards sustainable and meaningful goals. This is a favorable time for research, planning, and organizing your thoughts. The disciplined energy of Saturn can help you overcome distractions and stay focused on tasks that require persistence and attention to detail. Until May 31st, Venus remains exalted in Pisces, providing a harmonious and supportive backdrop for Mercury's activities. Communication during this phase is likely to be affectionate, poetic, and filled with charm, making it an ideal time for artistic collaborations, romantic expressions, and building stronger connections with others. After Venus transitions into Aries on May 31st, the energy becomes more assertive and dynamic. This shift may bring a bolder approach to communication and decision-making, though it is important to balance enthusiasm with patience to avoid conflicts or missteps. The dual rulership of Mercury over the second and fifth houses ensures that this transit touches upon a wide array of life themes. For students, this period may bring academic achievements or the completion of significant milestones such as graduating from college. Creative professionals, especially those in the entertainment or social media industries, may find new opportunities to showcase their talents and gain recognition. Speculative ventures, including stock market trading and other high-risk investments, hold promise, but a cautious and well-researched approach is essential to navigate potential challenges. In terms of personal growth, this transit encourages you to focus on self-improvement and self-expression. You may feel a renewed sense of purpose and confidence as you work toward enhancing your skills, refining your communication style, and building a stronger presence in your community. The energy of the first house amplifies your ability to present yourself authentically and make a lasting impression on others. Overall, Mercury's transit through Taurus is a transformative period filled with opportunities for growth, prosperity, and connection. By embracing the grounded and practical energy of Taurus, you can navigate this transit with clarity and purpose, achieving meaningful progress in both personal and professional spheres. For Gemini, when Mercury transits through Taurus, it holds special significance. Mercury, as the ruling planet of both your first and the fourth houses, influences your personality, health, domestic life, and emotional well-being. Its journey through the 12th house in Taurus highlights themes of introspection, foreign connections, spiritual exploration, and expenditure. This transit prompts a subtle yet profound shift in focus, drawing your attention to areas that might otherwise remain hidden or overlooked. The 12th house is traditionally associated with foreign lands, spiritual growth, isolation, and expenses. For a Gemini native, the transit of Mercury here suggests a period of introspection and inward focus. You may find yourself reflecting on your life choices, emotional patterns, and overall stability. Mercury, known for its intellectual agility, takes on a grounded and deliberate tone in Taurus, a Venus-ruled sign. This grounding influence encourages you to slow down and consider the long-term implications of your actions and decisions, especially those related to financial and emotional investments. One of the standout themes of this transit is its potential to facilitate connections with foreign lands or cultures. If you have been planning to travel abroad, whether for leisure, work, or spiritual purposes, this period could see those plans materialize. This is also an opportune time for those involved in international business or seeking foreign partnerships. Mercury's placement in the 12th house supports endeavors that require cross-cultural communication or the exploration of unfamiliar territories. Visa approvals, job offers from foreign entities, or the expansion of your business to international markets are likely outcomes if your dasha period aligns favorably. Despite these opportunities, the 12th house's association with losses and expenses cannot be overlooked. This transit may bring an increase in expenditure, particularly on health-related concerns within the family, or on fulfilling certain long-term aspirations, such as higher education or relocation. While these expenses might seem burdensome in the short term, they often pave the way for future gains or personal growth. It is essential to maintain a balanced approach to financial management during this time, avoiding unnecessary indulgences or impulsive spending. On the professional front, you might experience a temporary sense of stagnation or lack of recognition. Mercury's transit through the 12th house can make it challenging to gain visibility or acknowledgement for your efforts at work. Superiors or colleagues might overlook your contributions, leading to feelings of frustration or diminished motivation. This period is not without its silver linings. The introspective energy of the 12th house can help you reassess your professional goals and strategies, providing clarity on what truly matters to you in your career. Use this time to refine your skills, expand your knowledge, or explore alternative career paths that align more closely with your values. Relationships, both personal and familial, might face challenges during this transit. Miscommunication or misunderstandings could lead to conflicts with your spouse, partner, or close family members. The influence of Mercury in Taurus encourages a practical and patient approach to resolving such issues. Open and honest communication, coupled with empathy and understanding, can go a long way in restoring harmony. If tensions arise, take the time to listen actively and address underlying concerns rather than reacting impulsively. Health is another area that warrants attention during this transit. The 12th house's connection to hospitals and medical care suggests the possibility of health-related expenses or the need for medical interventions. Prioritize preventive measures and adopt a balanced lifestyle to mitigate potential issues. Practices such as meditation or regular exercise can help maintain both physical and mental well-being. The introspective energy of the 12th house is conducive to exploring holistic or alternative healing methods. A unique aspect of this transit is the dual influence of the 1st and 4th house energies on the 12th house significations. As the lord of your 1st house, Mercury represents your self-identity and personal ambitions, while its rulership of the 4th house connects it to your domestic life, emotional security, and core values. The transit of these energies into the 12th house suggests a period of emotional realignment and self-discovery. You may feel a strong pull towards spiritual practices, meditation, or exploring metaphysical subjects such as astrology or philosophy. This is an excellent time to deepen your understanding of yourself and your place in the world. The earthy nature of Taurus, combined with the 12th house's ethereal qualities, creates a fascinating interplay between the material and the spiritual. While you might feel drawn to luxurious comforts or material acquisitions, there is an underlying desire to connect with something greater than yourself. Engaging in charitable activities or volunteering for a cause close to your heart can provide a sense of fulfillment and purpose during this period. The broader planetary context during this transit adds further layers of complexity. Saturn's aspect on Taurus brings a sense of discipline and responsibility to your actions. It encourages you to confront any unresolved issues or fears, particularly those related to finances or emotional security. While this influence can feel restrictive at times, it also provides the structure needed to make meaningful progress in these areas. Jupiter's transit through Gemini, your 1st house, offers a counterbalancing energy, promoting growth, optimism, and a renewed sense of purpose. This planetary support can help mitigate some of the challenges posed by Mercury's transit through the 12th house. The conjunction of Mercury with the Sun during this transit, known as combustion, is another significant factor to consider. Combustion can diminish Mercury's ability to express itself fully, leading to periods of mental fatigue or difficulty in articulating your thoughts. It also enhances your inner awareness, prompting you to rely more on intuition and less on external validation. Use this time to connect with your inner voice and trust your instincts, even if external circumstances seem unclear or challenging. Overall, Mercury's transit through Taurus in your 12th house offers a mixed bag of opportunities and challenges for Gemini individuals. While it emphasizes introspection, foreign connections, and spiritual growth, it also highlights the need for careful financial management, open communication, and proactive health measures. By embracing the transformative potential of this transit and staying attuned to your inner guidance, you can navigate this period with grace and resilience. Whether through travel, meditation, or creative pursuits, this transit encourages you to explore new horizons, both within and beyond yourself, and to lay the groundwork for future growth and success. For Cancer, Mercury's transit through Taurus brings a dynamic blend of opportunities and challenges. Mercury governs your 3rd house of courage, communication, and initiative, as well as the 12th house of expenses, isolation, and subconscious patterns. As it moves into Taurus, your 11th house of gains, social networks, and aspirations, it connects these houses in a way that fosters growth in income, personal development, and community involvement. The placement of Mercury in the stable and earthy sign of Taurus offers a period of grounded and practical thinking. You will likely find yourself drawn to evaluating your financial plans, social connections, and long-term goals. Taurus, ruled by Venus, adds a touch of sensuality and focus on material gains, creating a favorable environment for Mercury's analytical and communicative traits. This transit can bring moderate but steady gains, provided you are strategic and patient in your approach. One of the key themes of this transit is the balance between income and expenditure. With Mercury's rulership over the 12th house, expenses related to your social life, elder siblings, or ambitions may increase. The 11th house focus ensures that these expenditures are often aligned with your goals or contribute to personal satisfaction. For instance, you might spend on networking events, charitable causes, or investments in your professional development. Despite the outgoing flow of money, there is potential for unexpected gains, particularly from foreign connections, older investments, or side hustles. This is an excellent time to recover any stuck funds, especially if they are tied to overseas dealings or collaborative projects. Mercury's role as the 3rd house lord adds another layer to this transit. The 3rd house signifies effort, communication, and skills, which now find their expression in the 11th house of aspirations. You will be more proactive in your communication with friends, professional circles, and elder siblings. This period may push you to leverage your skills to gain recognition and improve your financial standing. For those involved in sales, marketing, or any field requiring persuasive communication, this transit can be particularly beneficial. Your ability to convey ideas effectively will likely open doors to new opportunities and strengthen your position within professional networks. On a personal level, relationships with siblings and neighbors are emphasized during this period. Any lingering misunderstandings can be resolved through open communication and a cooperative attitude. Strengthening these bonds may indirectly support your goals, as these connections could provide emotional or practical assistance. The possibility of minor disagreements or tension should not be overlooked. Addressing these issues with tact and diplomacy will be important. Your professional life sees a mixed influence during this transit. While Mercury's presence in the 11th house facilitates gains and opportunities, the combust status of Mercury due to its proximity to the Sun during this period could lead to moments of introspection or temporary challenges in communication. These challenges might manifest as misunderstandings at work or difficulty expressing your ideas clearly. To counteract this, it is essential to remain patient, double-check your plans, and approach discussions with clarity and confidence. For independent entrepreneurs, the competition may be tough, and profits might not meet expectations. Perseverance and strategic planning can still yield moderate success. Employees may experience unwanted changes at work that initially seem unfavorable but could lead to long-term growth. This is a time to embrace adaptability and focus on honing your skills to stand out in your field. Mercury's transit through the 11th house also impacts your social life and interactions within community networks. You may find yourself forming new connections or becoming part of groups that include people from diverse backgrounds or foreign origins. This is a favorable period for expanding your professional network, as well as for gaining insights and support from those who share your aspirations. If you have been considering joining an organization, club, or online community, this transit provides the ideal opportunity to do so. In terms of personal relationships, Mercury's placement enhances communication and mutual understanding with your partner or spouse. This period fosters harmony and allows you to strengthen your bond through meaningful conversations and shared activities. Spending quality time together can lead to greater emotional satisfaction and a sense of security. For those seeking love, social gatherings or networking events could serve as the platform for meeting someone special. From a spiritual perspective, Mercury's connection to the 12th house introduces an undercurrent of introspection and subconscious exploration. You may find yourself drawn to activities that nurture your inner self, such as meditation, journaling, or exploring spiritual practices. This aspect of the transit encourages you to balance your material pursuits with inner growth, creating a holistic approach to life. The influence of other planetary transits during this period adds depth to the overall impact. Saturn's transit in Pisces forms an aspect to Taurus, introducing themes of responsibility and discipline to your financial and social endeavors. While this may initially feel restrictive, it overall encourages you to adopt a practical and mature approach to achieving your goals. Venus, initially exalted in Pisces, brings charm and harmony to your interactions, though its move into Aries on May 31st introduces a more dynamic and assertive energy that can sometimes lead to friction. Mars's transit through Cancer, your first house, brings heightened energy and drive, but its debilitated status may also result in occasional frustration or mood swings. Balancing this intense energy with the stabilizing influence of Mercury in Taurus will help you navigate challenges effectively. Jupiter's transit in Gemini, your 12th house, further emphasizes themes of spiritual growth, foreign connections, and subconscious patterns, complementing Mercury's influence during this transit. For those involved in creative fields, Mercury's transit offers an excellent opportunity to monetize your talents. Whether you are an artist, writer, or performer, the planetary alignment supports the recognition and appreciation of your work. This period is particularly favorable for launching new projects or showcasing your skills to a wider audience. Overall, Mercury's transit through Taurus is a period of moderate gains, enhanced communication, and meaningful connections for Cancer individuals. While challenges may arise in balancing income and expenditure, the opportunities for growth, both material and spiritual, outweigh the obstacles. By maintaining a proactive and grounded approach, you can make the most of this transit and set the stage for long-term success and fulfillment. For Leo, as Mercury transits the steady and grounded sign of Taurus, you will experience its influence in the 10th house of career, status, and public life. Mercury, the lord of the 2nd house of wealth and family, and the 11th house of gains and aspirations, occupies a pivotal position during this period, bringing a unique blend of intellectual and material energies to the forefront of your professional and personal endeavors. Mercury in Taurus signifies a time for deliberate and practical communication, calculated decision-making, and strategic planning. For you, this transit holds immense significance as it bridges the spheres of wealth and professional advancement. The 10th house, a domain of visibility and reputation, emphasizes public dealings, workplace recognition, and career milestones. With Mercury's presence here, you are likely to be drawn into discussions that shape your professional trajectory. These may include negotiations with superiors, collaborative projects, or articulating career goals. The stability of Taurus enhances Mercury's logical and communicative traits, encouraging you to approach your professional interactions with poise and precision. The 2nd house lordship of Mercury highlights the connection between wealth and career during this transit. This period calls for a focus on financial planning and resource management. It is an opportune time to analyze income sources and explore opportunities for financial growth within the professional domain. This may include seeking salary increments, renegotiating contracts, or diversifying income streams through investments. The grounded nature of Taurus advises caution. You are encouraged to prioritize steady growth over risky ventures. Family support may also play a role in professional decisions, especially if you are considering ventures such as family-owned businesses or collaborations involving close relatives. As the lord of the 11th house, Mercury's transit through the 10th connects aspirations and gains to career efforts. Networking emerges as a powerful tool during this period. You should actively engage with your professional and social circles, leveraging connections to secure opportunities and enhance your standing. Friends, colleagues, and elder siblings may provide valuable advice or facilitate introductions that prove instrumental in career advancement. The synergy between the 11th and 10th houses suggests that fulfilling long-held ambitions is achievable through disciplined effort and strategic alliances. The transit's impact on communication cannot be understated. Mercury's presence in the 10th house amplifies the importance of speech and articulation. You may find yourself at the center of discussions, whether in meetings, presentations, or negotiations. This period favors clear and confident expression, particularly in matters related to career and public image. The influence of Taurus reminds you to balance assertiveness with tact, ensuring that your words align with long-term objectives. Public speaking, teaching, or roles requiring persuasive communication are particularly favored during this transit. The aspect of Mercury on the 4th house of personal happiness and domestic stability introduces a nuanced dynamic. While the professional sphere takes precedence, you may experience moments of tension or disharmony in your personal relationships. This could stem from the demanding nature of career responsibilities or misaligned expectations with family members. Maintaining open and empathetic communication with loved ones is important to navigate these challenges. The emphasis on career may prompt introspection about work-life balance and the alignment of personal values with professional goals. Financially, this transit offers a mixed outlook. While opportunities for gains exist, you are advised to approach monetary decisions with caution. Investments related to career development, such as skill enhancement or professional certifications, are likely to yield long-term benefits. Impulsive expenditures or speculative ventures may lead to setbacks. The aspect of Mercury on the 4th house also underscores the importance of budgeting for household needs and ensuring financial stability for family members. Saturn's ongoing transit in Pisces adds a layer of discipline and responsibility to Mercury's influence in Taurus. Saturn's third aspect on the 10th house reinforces the need for structured planning and perseverance in professional endeavors. While the combination of Mercury's intellectual agility and Saturn's disciplined approach can yield significant progress, it also demands patience and resilience. You may encounter delays or challenges that test your commitment to long-term goals. Viewing these obstacles as opportunities for growth and refinement will prove beneficial. Jupiter's transit in Gemini, the 11th house for you, complements Mercury's influence by fostering optimism and expansive thinking. The interplay between Mercury's practical strategies and Jupiter's visionary outlook creates a conducive environment for setting and achieving ambitious goals. You should remain open to new ideas and collaborations, as these can lead to unexpected breakthroughs. The presence of Rahu in Aquarius and Ketu in Leo introduces an element of unpredictability. Balancing ambition with groundedness is key to navigating this complex planetary configuration. For those undergoing Mercury Dasha periods, the effects of this transit will be particularly pronounced. The combination of Mercury's analytical strengths and the earthy stability of Taurus provides a fertile ground for career growth and financial advancement. If you have natal Mercury in Taurus or the 10th house, you are also likely to experience heightened benefits, including increased visibility and recognition in your professional circles. The demands of career and financial planning may lead to stress or fatigue. You are encouraged to incorporate practices such as meditation, physical exercise, or relaxation techniques into your routine to maintain balance. Being mindful of dietary habits and ensuring adequate rest will contribute to overall wellness. By leveraging your communication skills, nurturing professional relationships, and approaching challenges with resilience, you can lay the foundation for long-term success. While the period demands careful planning and disciplined effort, it also offers opportunities for meaningful growth and recognition. Embracing the grounded energy of Taurus and aligning actions with core values will empower you to make the most of this transit. For Virgo, Mercury's transit through Taurus holds significant promise. As Mercury is the lord of your 1st house of self and personality, and the 10th house of career and status, its movement through the 9th house of spirituality, fortune, and higher learning is poised to influence your life deeply. This period is characterized by intellectual expansion, professional opportunities, and enhanced personal relationships, blending practicality with curiosity. The 9th house represents higher education, philosophy, long-distance travel, spirituality, and cultural exploration. As Mercury transits this house, your interest in these domains increases significantly. You may feel drawn to learning about ancient texts, diving into philosophical discussions, or exploring spiritual teachings. This is an excellent time for higher studies, certifications, or courses that expand your knowledge. The 9th house's influence also brings a desire to travel, especially to places with cultural or spiritual significance. You may find yourself exploring diverse traditions or engaging with people from different backgrounds. If you have been planning to visit a temple, spiritual retreats, or embark on a pilgrimage, this transit is favorable for such endeavors. Professionally, Mercury's role as the 10th lord transiting the 9th house highlights career-related journeys and opportunities through foreign connections. You may interact with clients or collaborators from different cultures or religions, enriching your professional experience. Those in fields like publishing, higher education, law, consulting, or social media will find this period especially productive. Mercury's analytical nature, combined with Taurus stability, supports careful planning and execution of professional goals. Entrepreneurs may find success in implementing new strategies, and those involved in import-export businesses could secure lucrative deals. This transit also encourages you to consider long-term financial investments, as Mercury's pragmatic approach ensures careful deliberation. The 9th house's connection with Dharma and life purpose brings a philosophical tone to your actions. As Mercury governs your sign, its transit through this house aligns your personality with higher ideals. You may seek meaning in your endeavors, striving for personal and professional growth that aligns with your values. This is a period of introspection, where you analyze your beliefs and refine your worldview. Mercury's influence enhances your communication skills, making you articulate and persuasive. This is an ideal time to present ideas, negotiate deals, or mentor others, as your words carry weight and conviction. On the personal front, relationships flourish under Mercury's influence. Your interactions with family, especially siblings and your partner, become more harmonious. Open communication fosters understanding, and mutual respect strengthens bonds. It's essential to maintain tact, as Mercury's combust state, due to its proximity to the Sun, may occasionally lead to overconfidence or harsh words. Avoid confrontations, particularly with your father or other authority figures, as the ninth house's paternal association might bring generational differences to the forefront. By practicing patience and empathy, you can navigate such situations with grace. The aspect of Mercury on the third house enhances your efforts and determination. The third house governs communication, courage, and short-distance travel, making this a favorable time for initiatives that require persistence and skillful articulation. Whether it's launching a new project, networking, or pursuing creative endeavors, Mercury's analytical energy ensures that your efforts yield results. The alignment supports publishing ventures, whether it's writing a book, creating online content, or sharing knowledge through teaching. Saturn's transit through Pisces, aspecting Mercury in Taurus, brings a layer of discipline and structure to your pursuits. Saturn's influence ensures that your intellectual growth is accompanied by practicality and a sense of responsibility. You may feel a strong urge to formalize your learning or commit to long-term projects. This is an excellent time to write a thesis, engage in research, or pursue a spiritually enriching discipline. Saturn's aspect also encourages humility and perseverance, ensuring that your endeavors are grounded in reality. The concurrent transit of Jupiter in Gemini, your 10th house, amplifies professional opportunities. Jupiter's expansive energy complements Mercury's analytical nature, creating a favorable environment for career growth. The mutual reception between Mercury in Taurus and Jupiter in Gemini enhances intellectual exchanges, making this a productive period for collaborative efforts. This alignment supports roles in education, communication, and advisory positions, where your ability to convey complex ideas in simple terms becomes a valuable asset. Mars debilitation in Cancer, your 11th house, brings a note of caution in dealing with friends and networks. Emotional triggers may arise, potentially affecting group dynamics or aspirations. Mercury's rational approach helps you navigate such challenges. By focusing on logical solutions and avoiding impulsive reactions, you can maintain harmony and progress in your goals. Rahu's transit through Aquarius, your 6th house, adds a competitive edge, encouraging you to outshine rivals and excel in service-oriented tasks. Meanwhile, Ketu's presence in Leo, your 12th house, enhances your spiritual inclinations, complementing the 9th house's themes of introspection and higher learning. This transit also supports charitable activities and rituals. You may feel inspired to give back to society, whether through donations, volunteering, or sharing your knowledge. Mercury's presence in the 9th house encourages you to align your actions with ethical principles, fostering a sense of purpose and fulfillment. This period is also conducive to developing a positive belief system, as the 9th house's influence encourages optimism and faith. For Virgo individuals under Mercury's dasha periods, this transit becomes even more significant. The combined influence of Mercury's intellectual prowess and Taurus' practical grounding ensures that your efforts are rewarded with tangible outcomes. Whether it's career advancement, personal growth, or spiritual exploration, this period offers opportunities to align your actions with your higher goals. Overall, Mercury's transit through Taurus is a period of growth and opportunity for Virgo individuals. By blending curiosity with practicality, this transit encourages intellectual exploration, professional success, and harmonious relationships. Whether it's embarking on a journey of self-discovery, pursuing higher education, or building meaningful connections, this period offers a chance to align your life path with your aspirations. For Libra, Mercury's transit into Taurus activates the 8th house, bringing a complex mix of transformative experiences, challenges, and opportunities. During this period, Mercury, which governs the 9th house of fortune, higher learning, and long-distance travel, as well as the 12th house of losses, spirituality, and foreign lands, channels its energies through the themes of the 8th house. This house signifies sudden gains and losses, inheritance, transformation, psychological depth, and occult sciences. This transit is marked by moderate results, primarily shaped by Mercury's rulership and its unique positioning. The 8th house is inherently a place of mystery and transformation, and Mercury's entry into Taurus imbues this transit with a practical and grounded tone. Taurus, an earth sign ruled by Venus, tempers Mercury's quick and analytical nature, encouraging methodical and deliberate communication. For Libra individuals, this alignment can result in an intellectual curiosity directed toward exploring hidden areas, such as occult sciences, psychology, or esoteric knowledge. Your natural affinity for balance and harmony is now complemented by a deeper inclination to uncover truths beneath the surface. Conversations during this time may delve into profound topics, and you might find yourself sharing these insights with others, contributing to their understanding as well. Financial matters take focus during this transit, with the 8th house's association with joint resources, inheritance, and shared wealth. Mercury's analytical prowess enhances your ability to manage these aspects effectively. The influence of the 12th house adds an element of caution. While gains through inheritance or shared resources are likely, sudden expenses or financial surprises may also arise. It is advisable to be vigilant about expenditures during this period, as the balance between income and outflow may tilt unfavorably. If you are involved in any ongoing legal or financial disputes, this transit could bring some resolution, especially if you have been actively seeking clarity. Mercury's connection to the 9th house suggests that higher knowledge or counsel, perhaps from legal or financial advisors, may assist you in navigating these complexities. Professional life during this period may present unexpected opportunities, such as promotions, incentives, or recognition. The 8th house's unpredictable nature indicates that these gains might come with challenges. For independent entrepreneurs, this is a time to remain vigilant about competitors' activities, as covert actions could impact your business. While professional growth is on the horizon, avoid making significant changes, such as relocating for work, as these may not yield the expected benefits. This is a period to adopt a conservative approach to career decisions, leveraging Mercury's analytical strengths to evaluate opportunities thoroughly before acting. On the personal front, relationships with your spouse or partner may experience turbulence. Mercury's aspect on the 2nd house of family and the 8th house's influence can create misunderstandings or conflicts. Egoistic behavior or an overly analytical approach to emotional matters might exacerbate tensions. Strive for open and compassionate communication to navigate these challenges. It is also important to be mindful of your spouse's health, as the 8th house governs sudden changes and health concerns. If you are married, in-laws may play a significant role during this period, potentially leading to emotional or financial discussions that require diplomacy and patience. Mercury's role as the 9th lord transiting the 8th house underscores themes of transformation through higher learning and spiritual growth. Although this transit may temporarily weaken your luck, as the 9th house ruler moves into a house of challenges, it simultaneously opens doors for profound spiritual insights. Engaging in practices such as meditation or visiting spiritual retreats could prove highly beneficial. These activities align with the energies of both the 9th and 12th houses, facilitating personal growth and emotional healing. If you have been grappling with fears or unresolved issues, this is an ideal time to confront and overcome them. The transit's formation of Viparita Raj Yoga, a yoga that brings success after initial struggles, indicates that challenges faced during this time can overall lead to significant personal transformation and gains. The 12th lord transiting the 8th house highlights themes of hidden efforts and behind-the-scenes activities leading to transformational outcomes. For some, this may manifest as an increased interest in research or work conducted in secluded environments, such as laboratories or archives. If you are involved in fields that require meticulous analysis and attention to detail, this transit can enhance your productivity and focus. The connection between the 12th and 8th houses also emphasizes healing and recovery, both physically and emotionally. If health concerns arise, particularly those requiring medical intervention or surgery, this period may provide an opportunity for effective treatment and recovery. Take care of your physical well-being by adopting a disciplined approach to diet, exercise, and stress management. Foreign connections may also come to the forefront, as the 12th house's influence brings an element of distance and exploration. This could manifest as travel to foreign lands or engaging in business with international partners. Such experiences may bring about transformative changes in your life, enhancing your perspective and opening new avenues for growth. Ensure that all financial and legal aspects of such ventures are carefully scrutinized to avoid complications. The combust state of Mercury, caused by Mercury's close proximity to the Sun, can temporarily diminish Mercury's clarity and precision. This might lead to misunderstandings, miscommunications, or delays in decision-making. Approach important matters with patience and avoid rushing into agreements or commitments. The Sun's simultaneous transit through Taurus emphasizes themes of authority and self-expression in the 8th house, prompting you to reflect on your sense of power and control in joint endeavors. Saturn's ongoing transit through Pisces adds a stabilizing influence, as it aspects Taurus from the 6th house. Saturn's disciplined and methodical energy encourages you to adopt a long-term perspective in dealing with 8th house matters. While this influence may slow down immediate outcomes, it fosters resilience and persistence, ensuring that efforts made during this period yield lasting benefits. Saturn's connection to Mercury's transit further supports research, analysis, and the disciplined pursuit of knowledge. The exaltation of Venus in Pisces at the start of Mercury's transit adds a harmonious and spiritual tone to these transformative experiences. Venus, as the ruler of Libra and Taurus, strengthens Mercury's capacity for creative expression and balanced communication. This is an opportune time to blend logic with compassion, whether in professional negotiations or personal interactions. As Venus transitions into Aries by the end of May, the dynamic shifts toward more assertive and action-oriented expressions, marking the culmination of this introspective phase. Overall, Mercury's transit through Taurus in the 8th house brings a period of transformation, introspection, and intellectual engagement for Libra individuals. While challenges in personal relationships, financial matters, and professional stability may arise, the potential for growth and healing is equally strong. By embracing spiritual practices, adopting a disciplined approach to health and finances, and maintaining clear and compassionate communication, you can navigate this transit effectively, emerging stronger and more enlightened by its conclusion. For Scorpio, Mercury's transit through Taurus holds substantial importance, given Mercury's rulership over their 8th house of transformation and secrets, and their 11th house of gains and aspirations. This transit occurs in Scorpio's 7th house of partnerships, relationships, and collaborations, blending themes of deep personal transformation with the pursuit of material and social gains. The interplay between these houses suggests a period marked by both challenges and opportunities, requiring a thoughtful approach to communication, decision-making, and relationship dynamics. The 8th house's connection to Mercury underscores the significance of shared resources, hidden matters, and transformative processes during this transit. Scorpio individuals may find themselves navigating complexities in personal or professional partnerships. This is a time when secrets might surface, potentially altering the dynamics of existing relationships. Deep conversations with spouses or business partners could lead to revelations that strengthen bonds or, conversely, expose underlying tensions. While the 8th house often represents hurdles, its placement in the 7th house suggests that these challenges can pave the way for meaningful growth and transformation. If your current planetary dasha supports positive outcomes, you may find this period to be one of breakthroughs rather than setbacks. Mercury's rulership of the 11th house brings attention to social networks, aspirations, and material gains. The transit in the 7th house emphasizes collaborations and partnerships as avenues for achieving your goals. Interactions with colleagues, friends, or community groups may become pivotal in shaping your aspirations during this period. New opportunities for collaboration might arise, offering potential financial benefits or advancements in your professional life. The success of these endeavors will depend on clear and effective communication. Misunderstandings or misaligned expectations could lead to conflicts, so it is essential to approach discussions with patience and diplomacy. Financially, this transit can be a mixed bag. The 8th house's influence highlights areas such as inheritances, shared assets, and joint ventures. Matters related to taxes, loans, or investments may come to the forefront, requiring careful review and strategic planning. At the same time, the 11th house's focus on gains suggests the potential for financial benefits through partnerships or collaborations. If you are a business owner, this is an excellent time to explore new investment opportunities or attract investors. Avoid impulsive financial decisions. Taurus's grounded energy encourages a methodical and deliberate approach. On the professional front, Scorpio individuals may experience increased work pressure and challenges in maintaining cordial relationships with superiors. The 8th house's transformative energy could manifest as significant changes in your workplace dynamics, such as shifts in responsibilities or unexpected challenges. Entrepreneurs might face stiff competition, requiring them to adapt and innovate to stay ahead. While monetary gains may not be immediate, this period offers an opportunity to lay the groundwork for long-term success. For those considering starting a new business, this transit's emphasis on partnerships and investments can be favorable, provided you are willing to put in the necessary effort and resources. In personal relationships, Mercury's transit through the 7th house brings a focus on communication and mutual understanding. The 8th house's influence may lead to emotional intensity, making it important to address any underlying issues with honesty and openness. If you are single, this period might bring unexpected opportunities for new relationships, as the transformative energy of the 8th house often facilitates sudden and significant changes. For those in committed relationships, this transit can be a time of deepening bonds or resolving conflicts. If your dasha indicates challenging planetary influences, you may need to navigate difficulties with patience and empathy. The influence of the 11th house further enriches the dynamics of this transit, highlighting the importance of social connections and shared goals. Your network of friends and associates may play a significant role in your personal and professional life during this time. You might find yourself leaning on your community for support or collaborating on projects that align with your aspirations. The 11th house's connection to wish fulfillment suggests that this is a period when your efforts toward achieving long-term goals could start bearing fruit. It is essential to remain realistic about your expectations and avoid overextending yourself financially or emotionally. Health-wise, this transit may bring attention to both physical and mental well-being. The 8th house's association with hidden matters suggests that unresolved emotional issues or underlying health concerns might come to light. This is an ideal time to focus on self-care practices, such as meditation, journaling, or therapy, to address any stress or anxiety. The 7th house's focus on relationships also underscores the importance of maintaining harmony in your interactions, as unresolved conflicts can take a toll on your emotional health. Taurus's earthy energy encourages indulgence in grounding activities, such as spending time in nature or engaging in sensory experiences that promote relaxation. From a broader perspective, the interplay between the 8th and 11th houses during Mercury's transit highlights the transformative potential of this period. The 8th house's depth and intensity can lead to profound personal growth, while the 11th house's expansiveness offers opportunities for social and material advancement. This dynamic combination suggests that the challenges you face during this transit can overall lead to significant gains, provided you approach them with resilience and a willingness to adapt. Saturn's ongoing transit through Pisces adds a layer of discipline and responsibility, urging Scorpio individuals to approach relationships and financial matters with a long-term perspective. Venus's influence during this period enhances the potential for harmonious interactions, particularly in romantic and creative pursuits. Meanwhile, Jupiter's transit through Gemini brings an element of curiosity and adaptability, encouraging you to explore new ideas and expand your horizons. These broader influences underscore the importance of balancing practicality with innovation and emotional depth with intellectual clarity. Overall, Mercury's transit through Taurus in your 7th house is a period of mixed outcomes, characterized by challenges and opportunities in equal measure. The combined influence of the 8th and 11th houses highlights themes of transformation, collaboration, and aspiration, urging you to navigate this time with mindfulness and strategic planning. By embracing the grounded energy of Taurus and leveraging the support of your social networks, you can turn potential hurdles into stepping stones for personal and professional growth. For Sagittarius, Mercury's transit through Taurus brings a wave of pragmatic, detail-oriented energy. For you, this is a significant shift because Mercury governs two important houses in your chart: the 7th house of relationships and partnerships, and the 10th house of profession, career status, and public image. Its movement into the 6th house, representing debts, enemies, competition, daily work, health, and service, creates a complex yet potentially rewarding influence. This is a time when intellectual strategies, daily discipline, and a focused mind can help you overcome lingering issues and open up new avenues, particularly in your career and health. The 6th house is known for testing resilience and bringing up challenges that refine one's ability to deal with adversity. Mercury, the master of analysis and communication, thrives in such an environment, especially in the stable and earthy sign of Taurus. This transit enhances your ability to solve problems with patience, logic, and a clear eye for detail. It encourages a break from Sagittarius' usual big-picture thinking and urges you to focus on ground-level issues, whether it's sorting out your finances, streamlining your work habits, or clarifying messy interpersonal dynamics. This isn't a time for grand expansion. Rather, it's a time to fix what's not working, to clear the clutter, and to set strong foundations. Because Mercury rules your 7th house, issues related to relationships, both personal and professional, are likely to surface. The fact that the 7th Lord is placed in the 6th house during this period indicates that some conflicts, disagreements, or misunderstandings may arise with your partner. If you're in a committed relationship, expect friction possibly triggered by ego clashes, miscommunication, or emotional rigidity. Taurus, though grounded, can be quite stubborn, and if both partners dig their heels in, it can lead to prolonged tension. The key lies in using Mercury's gift of communication to address these rifts with logic and empathy. If you're in a business partnership, this is a time to revisit agreements, assess contribution levels, and sort out unspoken expectations before they lead to disputes. Interestingly, if you're involved in litigation, separation cases, or contractual disagreements, this period could bring resolution in your favor. Mercury's intellect, combined with the strategic essence of the 6th house, supports negotiations, documentation, and legal settlements. If any conflicts have been brewing, whether at work or within your personal circle, this transit allows you to approach them with a balanced mind and practical language. The 6th house is not only a place of challenges but also of karmic resolution, so use this time to work through accumulated stress or unresolved emotional debts. The career front presents a mixed picture. On one hand, since Mercury also governs your 10th house, its transit into the 6th creates a yoga for job acquisition and service-based employment. If you've been job hunting or have already applied somewhere, the period from May 23rd to June 6th could bring favorable results such as interview calls, offer letters, or even joining a new workplace. This is a great time for those looking to start fresh in their careers, especially in industries related to communication, education, health services, finance, and administration. The sixth house supports employment in systems that require daily discipline, service to others, or meticulous organization. On the other hand, if you are already employed, challenges are likely to show up in the form of office politics, mounting work pressure, or a tense atmosphere among coworkers. Your ideas may be scrutinized more than usual, and your performance could be questioned. This isn't a sign of failure, it's a cue to raise your standards, document your achievements, and stay prepared for competition. The enemies the sixth house represents can be real or perceived, and with Mercury here, many of these conflicts can be neutralized through clever handling, diplomacy, and a bit of humility. Avoid responding with aggression, especially with Mars debilitated in Cancer, heightening emotional reactivity during this time. Handle criticism with grace, and allow your work to speak for itself. Financially, the transit warns against taking hasty loans or entering into financial commitments without thorough consideration. The temptation to borrow to meet sudden expenses may arise, but long-term repayment could become a burden if not properly calculated. That said, if you've been dealing with debts from the past, this period can offer relief. You may find better repayment plans, debt forgiveness, or even unexpected financial support. Mercury's precision in the sixth house allows you to organize your budget, manage accounts efficiently, and avoid unnecessary losses. Another major theme is health. The sixth house governs physical ailments and the stress that comes from unresolved mental pressure. Mercury's transit may manifest as psychosomatic symptoms, like fatigue, digestive issues, anxiety, or scattered focus, especially if you ignore routine or let your emotional landscape affect your body. Taurus encourages slow but steady improvements. Focus on creating a sustainable routine. Regular meals, light exercise, mindfulness, and enough sleep will go a long way. It's also a good time to consult professionals for health concerns you've been ignoring. While this transit can be stressful, it's not about decline. It's about being alerted to fix and heal. Mercury's seventh aspect from the sixth house also looks at your 12th house of isolation, expenses, and foreign travel. You may incur unavoidable expenditures, especially those related to health, legal matters, or travel. Foreign travel could also materialize during this time, possibly related to work or medical reasons. If you are dealing with visa applications or cross-border job opportunities, this transit can help in pushing the process forward, provided your documents and formalities are in order. With Saturn currently transiting Pisces, your fourth house casts its third aspect on Mercury during this transit. Saturn's sobering influence deepens the focus on home responsibilities, emotional security, and real estate or property matters. Venus joining Saturn in Pisces adds a tone of reflection and seriousness to your domestic relationships and aesthetic sense. This combination encourages you to bring more stability and maturity into personal relationships and emotional health. With Jupiter in Gemini, your seventh house, it amplifies the importance of partnerships, contracts, and negotiations, although Mars in Cancer may cause emotional volatility. You must consciously separate logic from impulse to get the best from this time. Lastly, for those going through Mercury Dasha periods, this transit will feel even more pronounced. The urge to communicate, fix imbalances, and engage in intellectually stimulating activities will be strong. You may suddenly feel the need to declutter your schedule, streamline your lifestyle, or correct miscommunications from the past. Your words will have weight, so use them wisely, especially in professional emails, presentations, or serious discussions with your partner. Overall, Mercury's short but sharp transit through Taurus in your sixth house calls for you to ground your high-minded ideals into functional action. Whether it's through cleaning up your workspace, mending a relationship, managing health more attentively, or navigating competition at work, the theme is clear: adapt, strategize, and execute with patience. Challenges are present, but so are the tools to overcome them. With your innate optimism tempered by Mercury's practical wisdom, this transit offers the chance to recalibrate your path in small but deeply impactful ways. For Capricorn, during Mercury's transit through Taurus, significant developments are expected to unfold in your life, particularly centered around the fifth house, which governs creativity, education, romance, and children. Mercury, as the lord of your sixth and ninth houses, brings an intriguing blend of energies that may lead to both challenges and blessings during this time. With Mercury ruling your sixth house, it introduces the potential for struggles related to health, debts, and workplace competition. When this energy moves into the fifth house, it suggests that some obstacles might emerge in your creative pursuits, relationships with children, or romantic life. You may experience minor conflicts with your children or partner. If you're pursuing a degree or studying in college, setbacks or distractions may arise, possibly due to illness or interpersonal rivalries. Likewise, those involved in speculative ventures or the stock market must tread carefully, as adversaries or unforeseen obstacles may hinder your progress. Conceiving a child may also come with unexpected challenges, requiring more patience and medical attention. Mercury also governs your 9th house, the domain of luck, dharma, long-distance travel, higher education, and spiritual growth. This auspicious rulership infuses your 5th house with positive energy from higher areas. Despite some initial hurdles, you are likely to find meaningful growth through your struggles. If you're working toward a higher educational goal, this is an excellent time to enroll in a new course, finish a degree, or even publish academic work. Your teachers, mentors, or father figure will provide important support and guidance that helps you thrive. Spiritual and philosophical inclinations will rise during this period. If you've been contemplating practices such as meditation or joining a spiritual group, this is an ideal time. Your belief system may evolve, and you'll feel drawn to subjects that combine creativity with higher wisdom, like astrology, metaphysics, or classical arts. These endeavors won't just enhance your inner growth but may also become a source of recognition and respect from others. From a career perspective, this is a time of enhanced productivity. There's a high probability of career advancement through foreign collaborations or long-distance travel. If you work in academia, travel, religious services, or publishing, you may find new opportunities that significantly boost your professional standing. Promotions or gains from international connections are highly favored. Business people can expect profits from international ventures, investments, or export-import related activities. If your work involves writing, blogging, vlogging, or education, Mercury's influence will amplify your voice, bringing in more followers, clients, and financial gains. For influencers, YouTubers, teachers, and educational service providers, this is a particularly fruitful period. You may gain unexpected financial rewards through your content or services. Students, too, will find that their concentration improves, and if you're preparing for exams or competitive tests, this period will help sharpen your focus. If you own or operate an educational institution or training center, expect significant enrollment increases and profits. Romance and emotional connection get a beautiful boost as Mercury's communicative energy enhances bonding. If you're already in a relationship, it's a great time to have meaningful conversations about the future. Talks about engagement or marriage could become more serious. If you're single, you may meet someone new through a learning environment or creative platform. These new bonds may start slow but will be rooted in genuine understanding and shared values. Married Capricorns will enjoy quality time with their spouses and children. There's a strong possibility of planning recreational activities, short trips, or family outings that strengthen emotional bonds. The relationship with children may still require patience, especially in communication, but overall, there's a vibe of positivity and constructive involvement. The financial front looks promising, particularly for those involved in speculative businesses like stock trading, cryptocurrency, gaming, or betting. Mercury in the earthy sign of Taurus allows you to calculate risk sensibly and make informed decisions. You may also benefit from property deals, particularly those involving commercial or educational spaces. Buying, renting, or selling such properties could yield good returns. Real estate connected to schools, daycare centers, or online teaching studios may also turn into lucrative avenues. Mercury's influence on the 5th house also sparks creativity. If you are inclined towards writing, music, design, painting, or storytelling, this is the time to give shape to your ideas. Your creative output may receive recognition, and in some cases, it could also lead to financial gains. Collaborations with like-minded individuals will be productive and may lead to future projects that bring success and popularity. From a health standpoint, this is a mixed period. Since Mercury rules the 6th house of health and it's transiting the 5th house, you must be cautious of stress-related issues. Overworking or overstimulation of the mind could lead to nervous tension or digestive concerns. It's important to balance intellectual work with physical relaxation. Incorporating hobbies like reading, music, or art into your routine can act as a healing remedy. Spiritually, this is a very aligned time. The link between the 5th and 9th houses promotes mantra chanting and deeper philosophical inquiry. If you're involved in astrology, tantra, or other occult sciences, you will see profound insights and may even begin guiding others on these paths. Overall, Mercury's transit through Taurus for Capricorn individuals is a multifaceted time. While challenges related to children, education, and speculative matters may arise due to the 6th house influence, the 9th house rulership of Mercury balances this by offering divine grace, wisdom, and supportive figures. The key is to persist through temporary setbacks and trust that the dharmic alignment of this transit will bring meaningful gains. Whether it's a new relationship blossoming into love, academic success, spiritual progress, or professional breakthroughs, this transit lays the foundation for long-term growth. Stay grounded, focused, and open to learning, and this will indeed be a game-changing time for you. For Aquarius, Mercury's transit in Taurus marks an intellectually charged and transformative period, with a pronounced focus on domestic and emotional matters. Mercury, as the ruler of your 5th house of creativity, intelligence, romance, and progeny, and the 8th house of transformation, shared resources, and hidden dynamics, brings a unique confluence of energies during this transit. As it moves through your 4th house, representing home, emotions, mother, and foundational stability, this transit invites you to harmonize your intellectual and emotional worlds while addressing significant family and personal issues. During this time, your communication within the domestic sphere takes focus. Conversations with family members, particularly your mother, become pivotal. There is a pronounced need to articulate feelings and resolve lingering misunderstandings. Mercury's analytical nature combined with the grounded energy of Taurus enables you to approach sensitive topics with clarity and practicality. While this period may reveal latent tensions, it also provides opportunities for healing and strengthening familial bonds through open dialogue and empathetic listening. On the personal front, the 5th house influence encourages creative and intellectual pursuits that enhance emotional satisfaction. You may find joy in activities like redecorating your home, exploring new hobbies, or engaging in artistic projects that reflect your innermost desires. The connection between Mercury's rulership of the 5th and 8th houses suggests that these creative endeavors may also carry a transformative quality, helping you process deeper emotional or psychological themes. This is an excellent time for journaling, writing, or pursuing educational goals that align with your passions and long-term aspirations. Financially, Mercury's transit through the earthy and materially inclined Taurus favors thoughtful management of family assets and shared resources. If you've been considering property investments or major home-related expenditures, this transit encourages a meticulous and detail-oriented approach. Discussions around inheritances or joint financial ventures are likely to arise, and Mercury's influence ensures that you're equipped to navigate these conversations with logical precision. Unexpected financial gains through hidden or shared sources may also manifest during this time, further emphasizing the transformative potential of this transit. Emotionally, the 4th house governs your sense of inner peace and stability. Mercury's presence here invites introspection and an exploration of your emotional needs. The influence of the 8th house brings hidden feelings or unresolved issues to the surface, prompting you to address them head-on. While this process can be challenging, it overall fosters greater emotional clarity and resilience. Practices like mindfulness, meditation, or therapy can be particularly beneficial in helping you navigate this emotionally charged period. Paying attention to your mental health and managing stress levels will be important to maintaining equilibrium. Academically, students with Aquarius placements may experience a surge in intellectual curiosity and focus. The combination of Mercury's analytical capabilities and Taurus grounding energy supports disciplined study habits and an ability to grasp complex concepts. This is a favorable time for delving into subjects related to psychology, literature, or the arts, as well as for engaging in research or creative projects. If you're preparing for exams or working on assignments, this transit provides the mental clarity and organizational skills needed to excel. Romantically, the transit's connection to the 5th house highlights the importance of communication in relationships. While you may experience moments of joy and connection with your partner, there is also the potential for misunderstandings or emotional distance. Clear and honest conversations are essential to bridging any gaps and fostering mutual understanding. If you're single, this period may bring opportunities for meaningful connections, particularly through shared intellectual or creative interests. Mercury's influence encourages a strategic approach to career matters, particularly in balancing work and home responsibilities. If you're an entrepreneur, this is an ideal time to reassess your business strategies and focus on long-term planning. While you may face challenges such as increased competition or work pressure, Mercury's presence in Taurus supports practical problem-solving and effective communication with colleagues and superiors. If you've been contemplating a career change or considering remote work options, this transit may bring clarity and direction. Socially, the 5th house's playful and engaging energy encourages meaningful interactions with friends and community members. You may feel inspired to reconnect with old acquaintances or participate in activities that foster intellectual and creative exchange. This period also offers opportunities to form new relationships that align with your values and interests, enhancing your overall sense of connection and belonging. Health-wise, the focus on the 4th house underscores the importance of emotional well-being and its impact on physical health. Mercury's analytical energy encourages you to examine your daily routines and identify areas for improvement. Incorporating practices like meditation or regular exercise can help you achieve a balance between mental and physical health. The 8th house's influence also suggests the possibility of uncovering hidden health issues, making it essential to stay attentive to any symptoms and seek professional guidance if needed. In terms of long-term personal growth, this transit offers a unique blend of stability and transformation. The grounding energy of Taurus provides a solid foundation for exploring the deeper, more complex themes associated with the 8th house. Whether it's through introspection, creative expression, or meaningful conversations, this period invites you to embrace change and cultivate a stronger sense of self-awareness. By addressing hidden fears or unresolved emotions, you can emerge from this transit with greater clarity and a renewed sense of purpose. Overall, Mercury's transit in Taurus brings a multifaceted experience for Aquarius individuals, blending intellectual curiosity, emotional introspection, and practical decision-making. By focusing on clear communication, thoughtful planning, and emotional resilience, you can navigate this period with confidence and emerge with a deeper understanding of yourself and your relationships. Whether it's through creative pursuits, financial planning, or personal growth, this transit offers valuable opportunities for both immediate and long-term benefits. For Pisces, the transit of Mercury through Taurus holds significant promise and challenges, primarily influencing areas of communication, relationships, intellectual pursuits, and personal growth. As Mercury governs the 4th house of home, emotional comfort, and stability, as well as the 7th house of marriage, partnerships, and public image, this transit is poised to impact your personal and professional spheres in profound ways. Placed in the 3rd house of communication, siblings, short travels, and initiative, Mercury's energy during this transit emphasizes the importance of articulation, networking, and perseverance. Mercury's movement into the 3rd house can enhance your ability to communicate effectively, making it a favorable time for professions or endeavors that rely heavily on verbal or written expression. You may find yourself drawn to activities such as writing, public speaking, teaching, or counseling, as this transit amplifies your intellectual curiosity and ability to convey ideas. Mercury's analytical nature, coupled with Taurus stability, encourages you to approach your tasks methodically, enabling you to achieve tangible results through consistent effort. On the professional front, moderate progress is indicated. While luck might not be entirely on your side, your persistent efforts and strategic communication can help you achieve your goals. For those seeking a job or considering a career change, this transit presents an opportunity to leverage your communication skills to leave a lasting impression on potential employers or collaborators. Overseas opportunities might be particularly beneficial, offering better prospects for growth and financial gains. If you're involved in business, challenges might arise that demand meticulous planning and perseverance. Facing these hurdles head-on will not only strengthen your resolve but also pave the way for long-term success. In personal relationships, Mercury's dual role as the Lord of the 7th house brings partnerships and marriage into focus. The 3rd house connection suggests that clear and open communication will be essential to navigate potential conflicts with your spouse or partner. Misunderstandings may arise, necessitating patience and mutual understanding to maintain harmony. For married individuals, this period may present an opportunity to deepen your bond by engaging in meaningful conversations and collaborative activities. The quality of this experience largely depends on your ongoing planetary dashas. A favorable dasha could amplify your partner's supportive role, helping you regain self-confidence and fostering mutual growth. Conversely, an unfavorable dasha might heighten conflicts or misunderstandings, requiring greater effort to resolve them. The 3rd house also governs siblings, close relatives, and neighbors, making this an opportune time to strengthen these relationships. Mercury's influence can facilitate productive interactions, whether it involves resolving past disputes, offering support, or simply spending quality time together. Engaging in collaborative activities with siblings or neighbors might not only improve your personal dynamics, but also open up new avenues for learning and growth. Mercury's transit also underscores the importance of self-confidence and courage, both of which are likely to be bolstered during this time. As the 4th house lord, Mercury's placement in the 3rd house connects your inner emotional stability with outward expressions of initiative and determination. This transit encourages you to address any lingering self-doubt, helping you rediscover your sense of self-worth. Support from your family, particularly your mother or other maternal figures, could play a pivotal role in this process. Conversations with family members might provide the encouragement you need to take bold steps forward, whether in your personal or professional life. For those involved in creative or artistic pursuits, Mercury's placement in Taurus, a sign known for its appreciation of beauty and aesthetics, offers a fertile ground for innovation and inspiration. You may feel compelled to channel your thoughts into tangible creations, whether through writing, painting, music, or other forms of artistic expression. Short travels, possibly for leisure or work-related purposes, might further fuel your creativity and provide valuable insights. Financially, this transit brings potential for gains, especially through communication-related ventures or projects that require intellectual acumen. The steady energy of Taurus helps stabilize Mercury's quick and sometimes erratic tendencies, allowing you to make well-informed decisions regarding investments or monetary matters. It's important to remain vigilant and avoid impulsive financial choices. Collaboration with others, be it business partners or family members, can yield fruitful results, provided you approach these partnerships with clarity and mutual respect. Students and learners stand to benefit greatly from this transit, as the combined influence of Mercury and the third house creates an environment conducive to acquiring and applying knowledge. Whether you're preparing for exams, learning a new skill, or exploring a subject of personal interest, this period offers the focus and determination needed to excel academically. Engaging in activities like reading, writing, or attending workshops can further enhance your intellectual growth. One notable aspect of Mercury's transit is its emphasis on short journeys and local networking. These trips, whether for personal or professional reasons, are likely to be productive and enjoyable. They may provide opportunities to connect with influential individuals, exchange ideas, or simply gain new perspectives. For those considering starting a new project or venture, this period offers the mental clarity and communication skills needed to lay a strong foundation. Mercury's transit also comes with potential challenges. Its dual nature can lead to overthinking or restlessness, making it important to channel your mental energy into constructive activities. Avoiding gossip, unnecessary debates, or trivial distractions will help you stay focused on your goals. Mercury's interactions with other planets during this transit may influence its effects. Saturn's third aspect might introduce hurdles in communication or decision-making. Overall, Mercury's transit through Taurus in the third house offers Pisces individuals a dynamic and transformative period, marked by opportunities for growth in communication, relationships, and self-expression. By embracing the steady and practical energy of Taurus, you can harness Mercury's intellectual prowess to achieve meaningful progress in various aspects of your life. Whether it's resolving conflicts, pursuing creative endeavors, or building new connections, this transit encourages you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the power of articulate expression and consistent effort. As we conclude this episode, please remember that these insights are based on Sidereal or Vedic Astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference from the tropical zodiac. Individual predictions may vary, as every birth chart is unique. The influence of dasha periods and natal planetary placements can shape transits differently, both positively and negatively. It's essential to consider your own birth chart when applying these general predictions to your personal circumstances. If you'd like personalized predictions or have questions about your astrological chart, feel free to reach out to us. Stay tuned for more astrological updates. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful astrology content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for joining us. We look forward to sharing more astrological wisdom with you in the future. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep shining bright.